Jake, can you come home early today?
Probably not. I told you I've been busy lately. Did you forget?
I got the test results from the hospital today. I wanted to talk to you about them.
Oh, weren't you saying something about not feeling well? How was it? Don't be pompous and just tell me now.
I have cancer.
What? I'm a Sagittarius. Just kidding. You're joking too, right?
I'm not. So, I'm sorry, but it's not funny.
Is this for real? You're not lying? But you were working fine like always. You were watching your health more than me. Wait, but this is totally curable, right?
I don't know. Either way, I have to start treatment, so I'm being admitted next week. They also have to run some more tests.
Oh, sorry to mess around. I just didn't think it was a life-threatening disease.
It's okay. It doesn't even feel real to me either. But I'm really in shock.
I bet. Well, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, and just take it easy today. You don't really know the details until you get admitted to the hospital and run some more tests, right?
It doesn't look so good. I got a lot of information and I wanted to go through them together.
Sorry. If I didn't have work, I would come home right this minute. But I'm just really busy.
I know, you've been busy for 6 months now.
I'll have some time when I wrap up the project I'm doing now.
So, you're not even going to come visit me when I'm hospitalized?
Of course I'll go. Wait, for how long is that going to be?
For now, about a week.
A week? Yeah, it's okay. I'll probably be able to visit once.
I'm actually really worried. I said it doesn't feel real, but to tell you the truth, I just don't want to think about it. So I don't really want to be alone today, or even until I get admitted.
Sorry, but I have work. But I'm working so that I can support you, and we can live with peace of mind. I'm really sorry I have to leave you alone at a time like this, but I hope you can just hang in there just a little longer. I'll be there with you after work settles down.
Fine. Got it. Sorry I asked for too much.
Well, anyone can get lonely when they're sick, and you have cancer, right? I understand how you feel.
Then I really want you to come home just for today.
Okay. I can't today, but I'll come home tomorrow. I'll finish up work right on time.
Really?
Really. I would come home right now if I could.
Okay. Then tomorrow, I want you to hear what I have to say.
Okay. Go to bed so you don't think about it too much. Alright, I'm going back to work. It'll be fine. You'll get better when you start treatment at the hospital.
Jake, you didn't come visit me in the hospital after all.
Sorry. I had a little problem at work.
You promised you would come. You never once came home early after finding out I had cancer. Now I know how you feel. You don't care at all, even if I get sick. You were always just all talk.
Don't say that. I mean, we talked the morning you were hospitalized. I tried to make as much time as I could.
Yes, for like a second. You brushed off my illness too.
That's not true. It's just that even if you talk to me, it's not like I know anything. I can't give you good advice.
I don't want any advice. I just wanted you to listen and be there for me.
Sorry.
I got the test results and treatment plan today.
How was it?
I have 6 months left to live.
You're joking, right?
I wish I was joking.
There's nothing else you can do?
Probably.
What do you mean, probably? This is important.
Unless a miracle happens, it's impossible.
No way. You're gonna leave me behind? No, I don't want to believe it.
I don't either. Also, I have to be hospitalized again right away.
Sorry. I'm not mentally prepared yet. I don't know how I can face you.
You don't need to do anything special. I just want you to be by my side.
Okay. I'll come home early for a while starting today. I'll be by your side until you're admitted.
Aren't you busy with work?
I can't even think about work if you tell me you have 6 months left.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
Okay, then I guess you can come help me organize some things.
What do you mean, organize?
There'll be a lot of things left once I'm gone from this house. And I don't think you'll be able to do it all by yourself. So I think I should organize everything little by little.
Already? You're going to continue treatment, right?
I'm going to continue, but you never know what's going to happen.
Shouldn't you be doing something more fun, though?
I don't feel like going out anywhere. I think I just want to live a normal life.
Okay. I said I would do anything. I'll do whatever you say. So when's your next admission?
In a week again. So, until then.
Hey, Katie. Sorry I haven't seen you all week. My wife is finally hospitalized.
Katie?
Oh, my bad. I promised to call you Katie Pie. I also have good news.
What good news?
My wife only has 6 months left. Let's get remarried right after the funeral. That way we can have the insurance payout and openly be together. Dreams really do come true. Katie Pie, we're really meant to be together.
Excuse me? This is your mother. What are you talking about?
Katie Pie?
This is not Katie Pie. My name's Carol. Did you forget the name of your mother that gave birth to you?
What? But this says Katie Pie, right? Sorry, Mom. Looks like I made a mistake. Forget what just happened.
How could I forget what just happened? Do you know what you just said?
It was just a mistake. Don't worry about it.
Of course I'm going to worry about it. Are you having an affair?
No. Katie Pie is just that thing. A bot for an AI account in WhatsApp.
What?
You know, when you send a message and the WhatsApp bot automatically sends you a message back. You probably aren't familiar with it.
Don't make fun of me. Even I know that much. But you weren't sending a message to an AI, were you? You can't get remarried to an AI. And is there a need to talk about insurance money? And even saying that Alice's disease is good news? You better knock it off!
Calm down, Mom.
Do you think I can calm down in this situation? I heard from Alice about you not even visiting her once in the hospital. But that you were having an affair? I'm so embarrassed and ashamed as your mother.
It's not like that. I haven't been getting along with Alice. You probably don't know this, but she's a real workaholic and doesn't do any housework. We're supposed to be sharing the housework since we both work, but it's always me doing it. I was really tired. Working and doing chores all by myself.
Huh? Really?
Really? Doesn't it pain you to see your own son in such an unfortunate marriage? It's been painful for me.
Oh, really?
Can't you understand why I would want some comfort? This girl Katie I'm seeing right now is a real housewife type of girl. She's young, cute, and always makes me delicious food. I think you'll like her if you meet her.
A woman who would be in a relationship with a married man? You think I would like her?
Don't say it like that. It was unfortunate that we met when I was married. Things just happened a little out of order.
Even so, an affair is an affair.
It's an affair of true love.
Oh, don't call that true love. Do you have any idea how much Alice has done for you? Alice was the one who made you a decent man even after we gave up on you. You were able to quit gambling thanks to Alice. Who was there to support you when you were job hopping? The fact that you're doing so well right now is all thanks to Alice.
It might be because of her, but she only has 6 months left to live. And don't you want to see your grandchildren? So will you just keep your mouth shut? Don't say anything unnecessary to Alice.
You're going to hide this. Even though you sent this ridiculous message to me.
It was a misdirect. And the name of the account changed without me knowing. Also, you can't tell a person who's been given only 6 months left to live that I'm having an affair. It's bad enough the only support she has is me. Can you really do that?
Sorry to say, but Alice is looking at this WhatsApp too.
What?
I'm with her in her hospital room. You're finished.
Alice. A compensation order was delivered to my house and my mistress's house.
Oh, it came. I'm glad Katie Pie was able to confirm it.
Hey, don't say that name.
Make sure you pay it by the deadline if there's no problem with the amount.
Of course there's a problem. I can't pay 22 grand.
Then talk to my lawyer.
Hey, Alice. I broke up.
With Katie Pie? Oh, sorry. I mean, your lover.
Yeah. After my mom told me off, I thought about it. I realized what a shallow person I was, and what a horrible thing I'd done. So, I want to try and start over with you. Even if you don't have a lot of time left, I want to be with you.
Even if we did start over, you're still going to pay compensation.
What?
Obviously, divorce and alimony is a different story. Compensation is paid because you had an affair.
But I want to be with you until the end, and do whatever you want. I just thought I want to use that money to make some good memories. Otherwise, I have to go into debt to pay it off.
Then please go into debt.
Do you really want to hurt me that badly? I've really learned my lesson. I'm prepared to support you until the end. I'll do my best and make up for all the pain that I've caused.
You keep saying until the end. But I'm planning on living a while longer. You're just an inconvenience.
What? Weren't you given only 6 months left to live?
Oh, that was a lie. That was if I didn't do anything. My operation was successful and I am now fine. Of course, I still have to be hospitalized for a little while longer to run some tests.
You tricked me!
Having cancer was the truth.
But lying about having 6 months left, I was really worried. Why would you lie about something like that?
I knew you were having an affair. I found out I had cancer right when I was thinking about divorce. I wanted to see how you would act one last time. I really wanted to trust you as my husband, but you prioritized your mistress, even when I got sick. So it was easy for me to decide that I wanted a divorce.
Then, would the outcome have been different if I had chosen you over my mistress?
I'm not sure, but I would probably still be struggling. On the other hand, I'm glad I found out how you truly feel. Though I never would have thought you would treat me this bad.
Alice, I'm sorry. I really did break up with my mistress. So please, reconsider the divorce.
How dare you say that despite being happy about me having 6 months left to live and getting the insurance money?
At the time, I was only thinking about my mistress and something was wrong with me. But I finally woke up.
It's too late. Also, you're still in touch with your mistress, aren't you?
I'm not in touch with her. I told you, we broke up.
Remember how I went home once before being hospitalized this time?
Huh?
I took your laptop with me. The one that's synced with your WhatsApp. I've been reading all of your recent texts.
What?
Didn't you tell her that you'll act like a good husband until I die? That way you won't have to pay alimony. You haven't learned your lesson at all.
Don't tell me that the person who changed the name of my mom's account on my phone to Katie was...
Yep, me.
My family cut me off because of you. My mom and dad told me never to come back home again. They told me they were going to cut all ties with me.
You reap what you sow. This never would have happened if you hadn't had an affair.
That's an invasion of privacy. I'll sue you.
Go right ahead. I'm getting compensation from you and your mistress anyways. If you want to fight, let's fight.
Hey, Alice. I don't want to waste time fighting like this. I feel bad about having an affair, but it can't be helped if I fell in love with someone else, right?
Then you should have broken up with me before something happened. You didn't have to date her behind my back.
I couldn't tell you because I cared about you.
If you can only have half-baked feelings towards your mistress, you shouldn't even be in a relationship. You just didn't want to pay compensation. You just didn't want to be the bad guy. You wasted my life and your mistress's life. I think you're the worst.
Alice, please forgive me. I'll really become a good husband. I'll break up with Katie for real.
You're just going to act like it, right? You're planning on getting a divorce when everything settles down, aren't you? That's all I think.
Please believe me. I'm not hiding anything else. I'll even show you all my messages from now on. I won't have an affair. I've had enough of it.
You better stop making me look like a fool. I used to think that you being optimistic and fun were your good traits. But do you think I would want to be with someone who cheats on me and enjoys my pain? You're really out of your mind.
I really am sorry. Hey, it was my first affair, right? I won't do it again.
I'm divorcing you because I never want to be cheated on again. Get remarried or whatever. Please live however you want.
I can't. My mistress is telling me to pay her compensation too. I don't have that kind of money. and I didn't think she was the type to say that. To be honest, I was just getting sick and tired of her. You would always help me in those situations. So I finally realized that you were the best wife anyone could ask for.
I'll say this 1,000 times, but I'm not starting over with you. Weren't you and that mistress of yours meant to be? Then do your due diligence and get remarried to her.
Alice, you have to forgive me.
We're getting divorced, so leave me alone. It shouldn't be that hard. Just do as you've always done. So please, dump your wife and live your life being a total loser. I divorced my husband and got paid alimony. Of course, my husband objected the divorce until the end. But because of the fact that he had an affair, his opinion was not accepted. Also, my husband was hounded by my in-laws, who declared they would not lift a finger for him anymore. Before we got married, my husband was addicted to gambling and was in debt. The one who helped him get out of that debt was me, the person he married. My husband was caught up from my in-laws at the time and got his life back on track after marrying me. He never got sloppy or gambled like he used to, and he was able to have a relationship with his parents again. However, after this incident, my in-laws have cut all ties with him. Also because they felt pity for me. My in-laws gave me a condo they owned. They said they would rather give it to me than my husband when they pass. I felt bad, but I didn't have any place to live, so I happily accepted. By the way, my husband and his mistress got in a huge fight about the compensation, and I heard they ended up separating. My husband became deep in debt from paying alimony and is still trying to pay it off alone. You reap what you sow, so I don't feel bad at all. And I don't ever plan on forgiving him. I hope he lives a lonely life, never getting out of debt. I finished my treatment and now I go to the hospital just for checkups. A lot of things happened and it was very stressful, but I'm glad everything turned out okay. Although I feel like a lot of time was wasted, I think of it as a life lesson well learned. From now on, I want to create relationships with people that help each other, not just help themselves. But first, I want to live life to its fullest in order to heal my own heart. And I want to make many more days full of laughter.
Insulation, mother-in-law. What? I can't take it anymore. I'll insulate you no matter what anyone says. Rebecca? Rebecca, what's wrong? I can't believe they're just going to insulate us without warning. I want a full explanation. You think I don't remember? After everything you've done? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. If it was really my fault, I would apologize. I just need you to calm down and talk to me. Mother-in-law, you've been in my house without my permission. What? There's no point in playing dumb. The leftover dishes I made for you have been reduced, and the beer that was supposed to be chilled for the evening has been drunk without my permission. I don't know when you made a duplicate key to my house, but this is proof you have been coming in without permission during the day when I'm at work. Well, I'm working during the day too. You're probably just a part-timer, right? No, I'm a full-time employee. But I'm sure someone has been in here during the day. It's usually a mother-in-law who does this. That means they are just making a fuss without any proof. Even if the market is fixed, there may be cases where it is not. No need to make excuses. I will never give in to a wife-snoring mother-in-law. What do you mean by wife snoring? You know what? I've been rejected by you for my usual interactions with you. I'm not going to go out of my way to bully Rebecca when she refuses to interact with me on a regular basis. How's that? Well, I've already changed the locks on the house so you can't use the duplicate key that you made without my permission. Now, you'll never be able to get in anymore. I'm sorry for your loss. So I'm declaring my insulation. Goodbye forever. Mom, I'm sorry about Rebecca yesterday. She made some terrible accusations. Oh, Joey. Rebecca, what's going on? I mean, we've always been estranged, and she's never been anything but a wife-beater. Yeah, I know. You're not, and I know you're not. But the thing about the leftovers running low and the chilled beer disappearing, that's actually happening. I'm almost certain that someone has been in the house. It wasn't me. I know. Mom's at work during the day in the department that specializes in inside work, right? Rebecca's made up her mind to ignore Mom's alibi entirely. There's no way she could be at her house during the day. If Joey knows what he's talking about, then forget it. We won't be seeing each other for a while anyway due to the physical distance. Oh, I see. That's right. I'm kind of flabbergasted right now, so I'll just have to think about the future when the time is right. Well, if that's okay with Mom. Hey, stepmom. I thought things were finally at peace after the installation 3 months ago. You made a duplicate key without permission again. When did you? Rebecca! You haven't called me in 3 months and now you're saying crazy things again. What's so funny? I'm sure you're going to tell me again that you were at work during the day and you didn't come over to my house without permission. But it doesn't work that way. It was you, mother-in-law, who stole my ring, wasn't it? Why are you assuming? Because I have proof. Proof? I searched your house and I found your ring in the cabinet. From my house? Because I also took pictures to prove it. That's funny. What is? I'm saying I found proof, okay? Proof that you, mother-in-law, is a thief. And that's your reply? Isn't that more strange? Don't tell me you think you can get away with it now. Well, no matter what I say, mother-in-law's guilt is confirmed. I will report this to Joey, won't I? Joey, where are you now? Huh? I'm on a business trip today. Rebecca, she's acting crazy again. Are you okay? Rebecca? She said something about me stealing Rebecca's ring. She went up to my place without permission, searched my house, and that's where she found the ring or something like that. Huh? What the hell is that? I don't know what's going over there. Do you have any idea? Yeah. You have? Actually, I haven't told Rebecca where my mom is or what kind of work she's doing. Oh, why? Well, I tried to tell her, okay? But as soon as I brought up the subject of Mom, she said, you know, me and your mother-in-law broke up, and she got so angry that it got out of hand, so I couldn't tell her. I didn't know that. Can I keep this case? Yes, you can. That's what I was trying to tell you. Okay, give me a minute. Thanks for your time. Stepmother, you've been running around without me seeing you since then. I think it's time you gave up. Well, I'm not an ogre either. The ring is back in my possession and I'm willing to forgive you under certain conditions. Rebecca, are you still talking like that? Because mother-in-law is a thief. And what are the conditions for forgiving a thief? You must surrender mother-in-law's house to me and Joey, and you and Joey must break off your parent-child relationship and move far away. No, I've been overseas for the past 3 months. What? I've been called in to do some technical training for the overseas branch of the company I work for, and I'm going to be posted to Australia for a couple of years. Huh? You're not in the US right now? No, I'm not. It's been 3 months since I got the assignment, and I've been so busy that I haven't been able to go back to the States once. And I've been living in that house by myself since 5 years ago when my husband passed away. Now it's been 3 months since I've lived away from home, and I'm wondering why you let me into the house. What did you want the other day on text? You thought I had stolen your ring, so you came into my house to look for it and found it. You want to explain what's going on, don't you? I've asked my aunt, who is a landlord, to take care of my house when I'm away. What? Landlord? That house is a rental? In other words, Rebecca thought she owned the house. Yes. I'm not home, but I'm still renting. I didn't want to give up my familiar home, and it's difficult to manage the furniture while I'm away. My aunt also offered me half the rent for the next 2 years until I returned. Oh, you and my aunt didn't know each other at all, did you? So can you explain to me how you were able to move in? Can you explain that to me? I borrowed a duplicate key from Joey. The duplicate key that you gave her was supposed to be in my aunt's possession by now for security reasons. I don't know. Did she make the duplicate key without my permission while I was in the US? Yes. I'll have to talk to my aunt and have her change the locks. Miss Stepmother? I'm leaving this with Joey. You can talk to him about it. Stepmother, please convince Joey to stay away from the divorce. I'll let bygones be bygones. What? That was Rebecca's own doing, wasn't it? What do you mean, let bygones be bygones? What? I don't understand the nerve of you asking me, Joey's mother, for help. I heard you were having an affair. You already know all that? Of course I know. I'm a party to this. Your affair started 6 months ago. It started with the fact that you liked and wanted my stylish-looking house. At first, I was going to wait patiently, thinking that it would be eventually belong to Joey, my eldest son. I started dreaming of making out with my fling in my favorite house. I wanted to get it as soon as possible, right? Because that house was the home of my dreams. So you were going to rob me of my home. For starters, I was going to go into Rebecca and Joey's house without permission. I'd make a fuss about them running out of leftover food and cold beer. I'd blame it on me, when in fact it was the affair partners who had brought them into the house to eat and drink. And they know that too? I was still in the US at that time. 3 months later, Operation Number 2. They made a fuss about your ring coming out of my house and framed me for the theft of the ring. I was going to tell you to give me the house instead of forgiving you, because at this point he didn't know that I was an overseas assignment and that I was renting. No way, I screwed up. That's how it goes, right? Well, the plan is so sloppy that I can't even look at it, right? You don't have to say that. Well, that's enough then. Oh, you're divorced from Joey, so you're a complete stranger to me. I'd like you to be grateful that we're still texting like this. How are you going to convince him to avoid divorce? I asked you, mother-in-law, to do it, so you have to do it. I don't remember undertaking this, and I am no longer your mother-in-law. Stepmother, don't contact me anymore. The son was aware of Rebecca's affair even before the false accusation of thievery. He suspected a connection to this disturbance, so he requested an investigation by a credit agency. And the results came out. Rebecca was completely black. I immediately filed for alimony for the affair and for my mother-in-law treating me like a thief, and the divorce was finalized. Rebecca seems to have returned to her parents' house, but they would not let her cross the threshold. She was hired as a live-in worker at a factory in the next town over. The factory manager, who was a womanizer, offered her money if she did what he said. In the end, his wife found out and she had to pay more compensation. She was fired from his job, and now that she was saddled with a large amount of debt, she quickly took a job working in the bubbles.